everyone, my name is Hrishikesh and welcome back to my another Insights video series. Now you may be wondering what is Insights video. So I make videos on university education, working and life in Germany, and as part of that I am making a video series called Insights videos where I travel to different universities in Germany, make videos on courses you are interested to study as an international student and provide you all the information in a single video, that is Insights. So I'm at the University of Stuttgart today and I'm making an Insights video on Masters in Infotech program. You must have heard about it. Like if you are from electrical engineering, electronics and communication or computer science background, it must be on your short list. It is quite old and renowned program, right? So how it is going to help you, how this video is going to help you. I'm going to cover details of course structure, program, what kind of jobs you get afterwards, what kind of part-time jobs available in Stuttgart, how is living expenses, or how you can find accommodation in Stuttgart, like things like that, all kinds of insights, right? I'm going to meet a friend here who is studying this program, and then we are going to ask him a few questions and then we'll get to know more about the insights, right? Before we begin, have you subscribed to the channel? If not, I would suggest do it right away, because when I upload another insights video on another university, you are going to get notification of that, right? So let's begin. Alright, so this is Hrishikesh, he is with me and we are going to ask him a few questions, get to know more about Masters in Infotech. But let's start with basic. Let's get to know more about him. Can you introduce yourself? What is your background, your profile, everything?
Yeah. So guys, hi, this is Hrishikesh. Currently I'm studying Infotech at the University of Stuttgart. Before this, I had done my bachelor's in electronics and telecommunication in India, and then I had a 2-year post experience in a company called TCS, where I did a backend Java development job. And then afterwards I started to explore some options, that what I can do good in my career, what will be my new ways, and then hence I started applying for, like, not applying exactly, but researching about the countries, and then at the end I got a conclusion that Germany would be a right fit, and then I started exploring Germany and German universities.
Okay, so let's get to know about that. What was your admission criteria, or what was the admission process that you fulfilled? What can you tell us about that?
In Germany, all the universities have the basic criteria that you for, like, if you are in an English taught program, then you need to have a IELTS or TOEFL score. Yeah. And basically for TOEFL, it's like the score should be about 85, and for IELTS it's like minimum, I guess it should be like 6.5 and then above. Some universities have different, like they have cutoff of 7, but many of the universities have a deadline, like not deadline, the cutoff as 6.5.
Right. Let's get to know about the course. What's your course structure here? Like how is the Masters in Infotech program structured?
So basically the Infotech is like generally it's like about 4 semesters and 120 credits. So in that you have to take some certain amount of subject according to the credits, like it's like 10 to 13. It varies according to if you take a research project or no, but generally like it's a 4 semester degree, and then it has subjects, a research project which is not mandatory, but if you take it, it's a good chance. Okay. And then you have a thesis at the end. But like many of the universities, not TUs, but like Hochschule has an internship. This doesn't include a mandatory internship.
Okay. Alright. So you are saying you don't have mandatory.
Yeah. It's not the requirement, but some people.
Well, you can do it.
It's
voluntary. If you want, there's like you can take a vacation, or no, not vacation, but semester vacation. Semester I don't know how it is. Semester urlaub, that's what we say. In Germany. But for English, I think semester break.
Semester break.
Semester break that you can take for an internship. Alright. So more about the course. What can you tell us about what exactly do you study in that? Are there any majors or like specialization areas in this course?
So Infotech basically has 3 modules, or like 3 specializations. The first one is computer software and hardware, which I have opted. So it includes like more inclination towards the IT or computer science subjects. So basically in my first semester, so I had subjects like service computing, cloud computing, and data warehousing, such kind of things, like which are more inclined towards CS. You can take it. And there are other 2 majors which are like embedded systems,
Right.
and third one is communication engineering.
Okay. And when do you have to decide that the majors? Like after you come here, then you decide, or at the time of application itself?
Like it's specific for our university. Like once you start, like the registration period is on for some time. You start selecting your subjects and you opt for classes. Like it's not mandatory that you have to take only 5 classes, 6 classes. You can register for 10 and just opt for 5.
Yeah.
But the majors is decided when you have a exam registration period.
Right.
The first subject which you register, it should be from your core module,
Okay.
and then it decides your majors. Like
Okay.
once you give your preference, like I am studying cloud computing, service computing, and it comes under core module of computer science.
Okay.
So it will tell you that like the campus portal or the portal which we have, it tells that we have majors in computer software and hardware.
But just to again simplify in words, I would say it's like there are some core modules in each specialization, and then there are electives. So you have to select. This is mandatory that you complete your core modules throughout your degree, like that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. And after that, like okay. So you mentioned yours is computer science. So and then the other two specialization that he was mentioning, embedded systems and communication engineering. Yeah. So I think they also have some core subjects and elective subjects, but he is not from that background, so will not be able to provide all the details about that. And it is also not possible to cover each and every subject name in this video. So I would suggest you to go through the module handbook. I'll include that in the video description. Check that out if you are interested in embedded systems or in communication engineering. Check out the subjects, and then you will get to know about the course as well from the subjects areas. Now when students get admission over here, is there any help involved from university to help the other fresh students how they can get it started over here?
Yeah, I would like to applaud the university for this move, because like there's a program called Buddy Program, where after when you get admit from the university, after 2 weeks like that, you get an email link which has an advertisement or like such a brochure kind of thing, where they tell you that we have a Buddy Program and all that things, what are the pros of this program, and all that. So like there you get a link where you can register and enroll. And the good thing about this program is that when you come here, you get a mentor allocated with you, which has a German proficiency also, and also the language, like mostly it's English only, so you are able to communicate it. And then with the help of your buddy or like your mentor, which has been allocated, you can meet him, or like he can tell you some things, the starter things, like what you need to do when you are here. Like you can get the technical things from your seniors or from the university itself, but to live here, what all things you need, where is the supermarket, where you can roam, where you can eat in cheap things, and like all that stuff. It's very like it's not mandatory to have, but like it's a good touch to
exactly. I would definitely agree with that, because like in most of the universities that I'm visiting, I can see this kind of programs to help newcomers, that they can start away with the university, and then they get to know about other things as well. So definitely it's a good thing. Now when you finish the degree over here, this Masters in Infotech program, what kind of job students usually get, or what are the areas that they can get job into, things like that?
Okay, so as far as I know, like students prepare themselves right from the research project, and then they have a master thesis. So usually parallelly people doing work student, and then they're getting about like the experience. So usually people start to find a job in thesis, and then most, like as far as I know, they land in the job, I think in the thesis. Or like after 3 or 4 months, eventually they land into a job. And as Stuttgart has like a rich manufacturing background, so there are many companies both in like embedded also, and also in IT field also. So eventually they land up a job. Like not surely in thesis, but like eventually they get into a job.
Definitely land a job over here. So do you know like what kind of positions one can get into, like as you are saying, you are in the IT or computer science background, back-end developers, front-end developer, what kind of jobs are these? What can you say about that?
Okay, so as far as I've seen, like through the LinkedIn or through the network which I have built here, through them I have got to know like there are many back-end and front-end jobs. Cloud field is also there here.
After you finish embedded systems over here, I think there are a lot of embedded companies as well, and there you can get jobs into embedded software development, embedded testing. There are suppliers to the manufacturers and all these. So I think
and also like there are many startups also which are emerging.
Exactly.
And
so
they are also hiring people. So
True.
it's also a good chance.
So there is also computer vision and ADAS thing nowadays even in the embedded systems. So there also you can look for a job, right? So this is about full-time jobs, but what about part-time jobs? How is the availability over here? What kind of part-time jobs students do in this in Stuttgart basically?
So first of all, every student looks to be in technical field itself. So they usually through LinkedIn or through some job fairs or through by network which they have through their seniors, they kind of look for technical jobs. Like I was in IT field back in India, so I also started applying for the jobs which were similar to the work I did, and same as everybody does here. First they look for the technical jobs, and then like if unfortunately or like if you don't crack a job, people start doing part-time jobs, which like one of the example is Fling, like it's a delivery job, and also the pay is bit good, like it's the minimum wage is here at 12 euros, so they give 12.5. So that's also good, and like for work student the average rate is like 16.5, and luckily I can say I also landed into a work student. It's in Fraunhofer IAO. It's a department which handles the IT services via Fraunhofer. So I also having a job in like Java backend, developing some modules which they have, and work on that web scraping things through Java.
And apart from non-technical jobs, is there like possibility of doing heavy jobs like in the university, like research assistant to the professor?
That's also a good point which I lost. Like there are many opportunities which are kind in form of heavies, where you need to work under a professor. They have some research project, and they kind of need of help in doing their activities, doing some tests, implement some structures, or like or whatever kind of things they need. So it's also a good way of like having a financial stability, and also if you find a heavy under like in your department which is aligning to your field, it may also add a good touch up to your CV.
Exactly. That's really good, because so there, just to summarize, we have non-technical jobs in Stuttgart that you can do. If you don't find a technical one, you can also look for heavy jobs in the university, like student assistant or research assistant to the professors. And I think apart from that, is there any other possibility? No, right?
No. Like I suggest people coming here, like when you're in India or like any other country, start to research about the heavy positions, about the market here. Make connections through LinkedIn. I personally did many LinkedIn connections before coming, asking about the opportunities, and then it helps a lot.
That's true. So your job is to first land a technical job, and then if you don't find, then only go with the non-technical ones. And so this was about part-time jobs and all, but how is living in Stuttgart? Like how's life for you? What can you say about that? What do you do?
I think Stuttgart is a bit expensive, like as it is in Bay Area region. We have tuition fees. First of all, that's
we'll come back to that.
Okay. So it's a bit expensive, and like, but like as I'm living in the student dorm, so the rates for housing is a bit subsidized. And like for the groceries also, because of inflation, it has rose. The prices have been rose. But my seniors are telling that it was not that high, but like it's a gradual, because of like inflation has increased, and then so like according to me, it's like 600 to 650 is an average rate, including all your accommodation, TK, your groceries, your net bills, including like roughly on average it's like 650 euros per month.
You spend on living. Okay, all right. So before that, we just mentioned a small mention of tuition fees. So you might be knowing that University of Stuttgart has a tuition fees. It's like 1,500 euros per semester, and I think you were worried. You were also worried in the beginning when you got admission that how do I whether will I be able to pay the tuition fees by doing a part-time job? Is it possible for you? How is the situation?
Yeah, I feel like I remember asking you the same question. I was worried a bit, like there are some fees. It's not that high, but still I was worried. But now I can firmly tell that after having a job, it's easy to pay off your semester fees, because like you can do a good job and also you can pay fees and save some if your expenses are less.
Yeah, definitely. And what about the housing situation over here? Like, how is the accommodation situation? Because wherever I go, I hear that finding an accommodation is really difficult for a student. Also, less student dormitories, less options. I don't know. What is the situation over here?
Usually, it's not totally same and it's not totally easy also. Like you need to have a proper planning while searching for the dormitories and like student housing dorms. Like there are plenty amount of student dorms, but you need to fill like you need to apply it for like 3 or 4 months priorly, as I did. And you can get into one and like try to get into student dorms only because it's like subsidized rate. And like if you not get into that, there are also other options also, like there are private dorms also. But usually it's like people get the housing here.
How much are we talking about when we say subsidized? How much? What can you tell us about the range? Like what's the range?
Subsidized
and how much do we have to pay outside?
So usually the student dorm range is anywhere between like 320 to 370. At least where I live in Feingen, in the VSSW or student work dorms, the range is between 324 to 380. And then this is the average subsidized rate, I tell. And then if you go outside in the private, it starts from like 450.
Then for a student,
this is the best. And but like you can, if unluckily if you don't also get, you can you can get a dorm or like a housing for 1 or 2 months, and then start exploring the options, and then you can land into because eventually the last option is that you get into some, and then you start searching for the dorms.
So I would say, just to summarize, if you don't get accommodation right away, you can take a sublet, that is take someone's room for some time, like 1 month, 2 months, and in between that keep on searching for the student dormitory rooms, I would say.
One more thing I want to also add, like for when searching the dorms in Stuttgart, there are many Facebook groups. You can search on them. There are many people who sublet their room. I also am going to sublet a room in few months. So it's there are many people who sublet the rooms.
So if you're coming and if you don't find a room,
you can you can contact me.
Right. What do you do? How do you spend your weekend?
So it depends on like how is my schedule planned. So like if there is a workload of university or like from where I work, usually I do cycling or go for a walk with my friends here. And usually when there's a vacation period or like a gap or a good amount of time I have, I plan to have my trips in neighboring cities or like in neighboring countries.
Sounds good. Definitely. I think we are coming to the end of our video, and now I want to ask him, what is your opinion? How is your feedback? What can you say about your course, about the university? What can you say about that?
I can say that like here the universities are flexible for the course structure. Like you can complete your credits, your course according to your schedule, according how do you want to structure it, take the subjects which are necessary for you, and then design the course however you want it. Like so flexibility is the what I tell, and then you have some research projects, some lab courses, and then a master thesis which eventually will help you to find a job or like to get a PhD PhD seat here. So overall the course structure is designed in such a way that it will benefit you in some or the other way.
Right. And The last question for you would be like how they can come prepared for this course if they are coming from India or whatever place they are coming from. How they can come prepared to this course?
First of all, I would tell you like the basic thing. Anyone when coming to Germany or German universities is that like start learning German as soon as you can, because like if like it's not a mandate for English taught programs, but you have if you have a German proficiency, you get an upper edge over everything, because like you will be preferred in part-time jobs or like work students. You will have a good contact here. You will have friends which you can involve, because like you will be able to communicate, so it will be good for you only to build networks here. So having a German proficiency, and also maybe have some work experience or good amount of time in projects which you have done in your bachelor's or in internships. So like having some kind of work experience which you focus to have in your majors in masters, which will eventually enhance your CV, and then you can decide what field you can go in. So having a work experience is always a good thing. And also kind of thing to tell a bit on the non-technical side is that when like as soon you come here, start exploring the culture here, start building new friends, don't be shy, don't like feel what will happen if I say, be clear in what you say, and start building friends as soon, because like sometimes you may feel lonely because of the weather. Everyone goes through it, but having good bunch of friends will eventually help you getting out of this loneliness.
Definitely a valuable advice, I would say. Definitely it will help. And I mean, you don't hear it quite often from the people. You are like, okay,
everything
if he's everything is good, his life looks good, his Instagram looks good, but at some point you might feel like this, and then you need friends or family with you at that time. So it's definitely a very good advice, I would say. Now coming to the end, I would say this is all I think that we have covered. We have tried to cover all the points that you would like to know. And thank you so much for the information, Hrishikesh. For I think you are coming for university, or let's say you are planning for this course. All these points would definitely will help you. If you may need, you can watch it again and again if you are unclear somewhere. And so in the end, what would you like to tell these guys what they have to do now?
I think like first the thing that helped me by Hrishikesh is that his YouTube channel itself, because he has some videos over like how to shortlist, what to expect, what not to do things, and what are the future things you need to do when you are landing in a job. So that might help, and has helped me a lot for planning my things, because I was in touch with him also through his Instagram. So to and fro communication was there. So I suggest you that subscribe to his channel. Not he told me, but I am feeling it from my heart, so I'm telling please subscribe to his channel.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you. So I think that's all in this video, and I will see you again.
Bye bye.